Please welcome your next act, Charlie Henty-Langella.
So I'm just a normal British bloke. I think. Interesting fact about me is I have an Italian wife. She's tall, slim, and stylish. I guess it's true what they say, opposites attract. My mother laughing there because she knows how true that is. My wife's quite strict, which I don't mind more so much. It's like a dominatrix I don't have to pay for. The only problem is there isn't a safe word. So 1 minute everything can be fine, the next minute I can be locked in a room, tied to a chair, being asked questions I possibly couldn't know the answer to. What sort of time do you call this? Doesn't matter if I say the right time, still the wrong answer. Sometimes when I piss her off, she threatens me with acts of violence. The other day she said she's going to pull my teeth out with a pair of pliers. I thought, good. At least you're using the Christmas present that you branded as absolute useless shit. Being my wife, I've noticed quite a few similarities between the English and the British. So I realised we're both incredibly good at being right-wing. They want to drown people at sea, we want to drown people at sea. They invented fascism, we invented concentration camps. We're two countries completely terrified of the dark. And I'm not saying that I believe in that at all, because I don't. I'm just talking about the racists out there, you know, white people. I heard you laugh, I know what you think. If it's white, watertight. If it's brown, sink it down. I read the Daily Mail. Oh, it's that kind of crowd, is it? Okay, I'm sorry. Please don't stab me. I'm white, it's fine. The other thing I found is food. So there's lots of similarities between the British and the Italians in terms of our culinary history. However, I do think the Italians would be less fucking cocky if they hadn't discovered the tomato. Because if you... because if you take the tomato out of a pizza, all you've got is a round cheese on toast, and you're based on the same culinary level as the Welsh. Last one is Italians and the British also talk with our hands. The Italians talk with their hands like it's part of the conversation. The British, we also talk with our hands. Well, I say hands, I mean fists, but it's the same gestures, different outcomes. Have been to Italy quite a few times. I get quite cheap holidays. Having a wife is a great discount. It's Italian, you know. But what it means is that if I do get divorced, at least I got a picture of me pretending to hold up the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and a mild anxiety disorder. Going to Italy, I've indulged in the culture. I've gone to a Catholic church. You know, Christianity is quite different when you're being spoken to. Hey. Hold that. Keep that positivity in mind. It's a bit different when it's spoken to in Italian. It sounds a lot more end times. However, they do the whole body of Christ thing. And I thought, well, Christ, they made him go far. And I was tempted to get up and have a bit of Christ, but then I remember what my mother told me. We should never let a Catholic priest put something in your mouth. Unless you're willing to swallow. Oh, I didn't like that one either, okay. Yeah, as I said before, my wife is quite stylish. She does wear a lot of black though, which does unnerve me because she's Italian, because under the Italian fascist regime, there was a secret police called the Black Shirts, who used fear and intimidation to get what they wanted. I'm not going to say that about my wife, because she'd hit me. I'm trying to learn Italian. I'm absolutely terrible at it, but I'm trying. So there are some words that I find quite funny. So, for example, the Italian word for car is machine. You may have, which is called machina, which you may have heard from the phrase Deus ex machina, which means God is in the machine. I now translate that as God is in the car. Which is true, because I found Jesus many a time when my wife's driving. He's also fucking terrified. I'll leave give you one more. So another word that I found that's quite funny is the word for washing machine, which is lavatrice, which kind of sounds a bit like a Cockney who would use to go to the toilet. So it's all right, darling, I'm just going to go to lavatrice. And it has a completely sane meaning. It's the Italian word for basically the Italian translation of the literal translation is she wash. Oh fuck, fucked that up. Yeah, she wash, which is not patriarchal at all. It does mean that we're in Italy and we've got a load of washing. My wife says, do the washing. I go, no, it's your fucking job. Hey. But my wife does speak fantastic English. She's really good at English. She's better than me. She's not saying much. And sometimes we do misunderstand each other. And the other day she said to me, she said, I'm going to leave. I said, no, you can't. She went, don't talk to me like that. I said, can't, you stupid cunt. I've been Charlie Henty-Langella. Thank you very much.